Oh.
Hi guys!
What's happening, P?
Go bring your snacks and your drinks. I'm gonna go bring some.
Oh.
What do you...
Ush gadines. Ahlan usahlan. My friends, my people. Look at that. Of course you got the nacho shapes, bro.
Come have snacks with us, guys.
Hey, this is something different.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of...
Kamal Dilara, you already know it. Wait a second. Are you
Wait
guys,
a second.
What are you guys asking about? Did you guys see the new Breville Express coffee machine?
Hit.
Don't chat too much.
Hit. Coffee fusion,
Coffee
beans.
fusion. Don't chat. Welcome. Would you like a latte, soy or full cream? Soy, yeah? The first time I said I wanted a soy latte at uni, someone said you want a tampon with that.
Really? That's so rude.
I felt like I got violated.
So sexist.
I'll tell you what, guys.
So why are we here?
Times are changing. But first of all, like you already said, welcome guys to another episode of
Kamal Dilara.
You already know, my name is Kamal and this is my gorgeous wife Dilara, and we are sat in our yet to be completed, yet to be finalized living room.
Yet to be furnished.
I feel like times are changing. I don't know. I feel nice down here.
Why are you yelling? Excuse the echoes. We actually have no furniture.
It's because the house is empty. There's still some echoes and that. But why am I yelling? It's excitement.
I'm really excited for today's episode because this is in our new home, and this is the first time you guys get to see our home.
Of course, the other videos prior to this have been in our
home, but like in
our empty room with a trestle table. But we won't talk about that.
Yeah. Because
times have changed. Before we start, don't forget to follow us on our Instagrams. Habibti, what's your personal Insta?
Dilara C __.
Put that on the screen. My personal Instagram is Kamal Zaka. And don't forget to follow our combined YouTube Instagram. It's straight up Kamal and Dilara Eat. You already know.
Yeah.
Some of them might not already know. So why do I say you already know?
Do you want some chili peanuts? Do you guys want some chili peanuts?
Let me get... You want chili peanuts? Am I gonna feed you? You're gonna feed yourself, bro. Shush. If you know, you know, bro. These things are like crumbed chili peanuts, man. Once you have one, it can't stop there. Can it? Have one. Don't be shy, Rose.
Take a seat.
That's yum. I'm getting a bit J'd up. Okay, what are we even doing today?
Guys, what's the reason of us being in the living room? We wanted to give a chit chat vibe because today, if you are following Kamal's Instagram and our Instagram, you would have seen that we shared a question that says questions that boys or men are too shy to ask girls/women. So we have a couple of questions that Kamal will present to me and I will answer them. So
there's a lot of pressure on her today. Not pressure, just be honest with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
All we ask for is some honesty. Ruthlessness, yeah?
I'm not an easy girl.
These are your little brothers and your little sisters. And I'm sure the little brothers at home, they want an insight of what goes on in the female mind. Yeah. That was so well said. Let's get the questions up, we'll be with you. Okay. We're gonna start off calm, but spicy.
Alright.
Do you get me? Like the chili peanut spicy, not too spicy, but there's spice. Do girls honestly prefer the nice guys?
Yes.
You think so? I think this one can be a little subjective.
You want my opinion?
Yeah, your opinion. Your opinion.
What's the not nice
Okay, so
guy?
would you prefer a nice guy or like a cocky dude?
No.
No what?
No, not to a cocky guy. As in, no, I do not like cocky men.
Okay. So what, I'm not cocky?
No, you're so nice and confident.
You think so?
We're actually talking about this the other day.
Tell him, bro. Tell him. Get deep with them.
A guy can be confident, right? Which is fine. Like, girls can be confident, guys can be confident. And then it comes to a point where you seem cocky. That is like a turn off.
I believe, in your case, yes, you're like a lovely girl. So I think 10 times out of 10 you're gonna prefer a nice guy. Let's say I wasn't in the picture. You'd prefer to speak to a nice guy. For some reason, I truly feel like some girls actually don't like it. Some girls actually like a bad boy, cocky dude.
Yeah.
So it's subjective at the same time.
Yeah.
But I think if you want to land yourself a habibti like this, being a nice guy is the way. Good one. Next question.
Next question. I love nacho shapes.
What do you feel about a guy asking for you to split the bill with him? Is it rude to ask? How do you feel about
like
that?
Like if a guy says let's split the bill?
Yeah. 2021. 2022. Times have changed.
I think that, in my opinion, if the guy is taking me out saying like, let's go for dinner, I think then he should be paying because he's the one that asked to go out. And I think then it's acceptable for the woman, like myself, to say, can we split the bill?
In hopes that he'll be like, no, I got it, babes.
Yeah, but it's rude, in my opinion, for the guy to ask to split the bill if he's asked me out.
Okay, and what if you say to the guy, like, you give him some chat and you're like, what, you're gonna talk to me like that? Why don't you take me to dinner first? And then who's paying? You've said to him, take me to dinner first before you chat to me like that. Then who's paying?
I guess I would still offer split.
In hopes that he wouldn't. Honestly,
but the kind of person I am, I don't mind splitting and I don't mind paying.
Something about you is...
But I also really like it if the guy would pay.
With Dilara, I pay more times than not.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
And when we first met, I reckon every single time we went to dinner, she'd say like, let me split. And I'd be like, don't be silly type of thing. But you said it.
Yeah.
Which made me love paying for you. So girls, if you want, just say, yeah, let me split. And if the guy really, I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing if the guy doesn't pay. But I think that obviously, I would encourage my sons to pay for their partners. Let me put it that way. But, you know, there's financial issues that some guys will have. They want to spend time with you, but they can't just keep getting the bill every time.
Yeah, but you don't have to go to like a fancy place or even dinner. You can just get coffee.
Still, you know? True.
Like there's ways that you can go on a walk. Like if you want to hang out with a girl, you don't have the finances.
Yeah, what if she gets thirsty?
But I think that, going back to that question, I think, yes, it's nice for me to offer splitting the bill or saying, let me pay. And then the guy saying like, that's okay, like, I'll pay. But then if the guy is always saying, yeah, okay, it's okay for us to split the bill like every single time, I think that's a bit alarming. I think 5 out of the 10 times that you offer a split bill, he should be paying the full amount.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because it's like, what, am I just going to keep paying the bill?
If I was a girl, I'd be saying I want him to get the bill each and every time. And if not, that ain't good enough for me.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time we went to a burger joint?
Yeah, she actually...
I was like, actually, it was like before, like, we were still talking. We were still like uni friends. And we went to this burger joint, and before we even got there, and I said to him, I'm not walking a step further if you don't let me split the bill. I want to pay for my own burger. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, I'm not going. That's it. I'm going to go back home.
Did we end up splitting?
Yeah, we did.
That pissed me off, man.
We ordered. Yeah, but it was like the second time we were like eating out together.
Yeah, but that's why you should let me pay.
No.
It's good that you did that. But yeah, but the thing with Dilara, she says like, let me split, and then she'll actually drain it until she actually pays. But then sometimes I can tell you that sometimes you're next to me and you're just like holding my arm saying thanks, baby.
What?
We won't talk about that now. Next question. We waffled on that one.
Yeah, I don't know what
Let's
you're saying.
keep it short and sharp. Me. Let's keep it short and sharp. How's the echo? Me.
His snacks are so good.
So if a guy was to ask you, what are your personal red flags in a guy?
Is the guy gonna ask me that, or are you asking me what my red flags are?
No, the guy's asking you that.
Okay, that's the red flag in itself. Why is he asking me what my red flags are?
How's that a red flag in
because
itself?
then he's gonna like maneuver his way, making sure that he doesn't do any of that.
Or
you asked me. Actually, I asked you when we first like went out. What are your pet peeves? And then you asked me in return. And that's a safer question, by the way, for all guys and girls. But what are my red flags? Do you know, it's been a really long time since we first met, so like I forgot about all of these things. And alhamdulillah, I'm really lucky that Kamal's a great guy. So like, honestly, I forgot like what to look out for. But I think like thinking on the top of my head, I think telling me where I can work and where I can't work, telling me the types of environments that I can work in, e.g. you can't work in a male dominant environment, which is extremely a red flag and sexist. Telling me what I can wear and what I can't wear.
I remember a few that you told me. Cockiness was one.
Cockiness is one. Overly confident is another one. Another red flag is like if you're friends with a guy, like genuinely if you're friends with a guy, and like you don't, like uni friends, right? If the guy is like, tries to like act like your boyfriend, but he's not, that's a big red flag. Like he's your friend, but I'm just saying that's a red flag. Like if someone,
obviously he wants more, so he's trying to act a certain way.
Yeah, but like that means what is he gonna do when he's your actual boyfriend? You know what I mean?
I think you're talking from experience with that one.
Yeah.
Do you think it's rude if your man's or a guy you're speaking to you, a guy speaking to you, asks if you're on your period?
A guy I'm speaking to asks for my period? No.
You don't think that's rude?
What context is he asking?
Because you're acting up, being a little bit difficult, and he's saying, "What, are you on your period then?"
Yeah, that's red.
That's red?
That's rude.
That's rude? Why is that rude?
Because you're like assimilating the situation with something so fragile.
If that guy hasn't had sisters, society has made him think that way. A girl's acting rude, oh, she's probably on her period.
Exactly.
So it's kind of not his fault. So you think it's rude if they're doing it as in like after you've been acting up? Why are you acting up? Why are you acting up?
I think it's not even like you're acting up in those moments. Like obviously everyone's different, but if you're more sensitive, that makes you act up more. Yeah. So I think instead of asking the girl, are you on your period? You could say, like, is everything okay? Like you're acting up.
So the way you ask.
The way you ask, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if she says, yeah, everything's fine, then what?
You can nicely ask, like, if it's time of your month, would you like me to get you like chocolate or chips or something you're craving? I guess there's ways to go about it.
I guess so, yeah.
Instead of directly asking.
Yeah.
Is it on your period?
Yeah, true. So you can get to that point. It just depends how you communicate it.
Yeah.
What do you think about the husband marrying more than one wife?
Big NO.
Big NO?
No.
Why is that? Because you want it all to yourself, yeah?
Exactly.
Submit answer.
No, what the hell? Why would you marry another woman?
True. One habibti should be enough if she's the right habibti. Let me get straight face for this. Would you care if the guy has had a past with other women or a high body count?
Me? Would I personally
Would
care?
you care?
Yes. Because I don't have a body count. I didn't have a body count for you.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I didn't have a body count.
So you do mind? Is body count sex?
Yeah, how many people you've had sex with?
Or, okay, if they've had a past with women?
It's circumstantial. I think that if you have a past with women, like, in what intentions do you have a past with women? And like, yeah, like, are you just like being with women for your own pleasure, or have you been in relationships, or like, you used to like 5 years ago and then like last year you just like became more religious? Like, what is the circumstance? So I guess it's very dependent on that.
Okay, good answer. Next question. How does a guy, if he has feelings for you, tell you that he has feelings for you? How should he do that?
So like, I think you can just tell everyone how you did it. That was a good way.
How did I do it?
Like, we were like new friends, and I kept saying, we're just new friends. And then he like...
Because she knew I wanted some.
Yeah, somewhat.
Some wife.
Yeah. So he said to me one day like, hey look, I know like you want to be friends till you finish uni, or like you don't want a relationship until you finish uni, but I have serious intentions with you. I want to take this more than friends. And so I said, okay, cool, let's tell our parents then. And then I guess like in your personal experience, listeners, with the answer that he says, you decide whether he's the one or not. Because some people may say, no, I don't want parents involved. And you said, yeah, that's fine, we can get parents involved. So the answer is dependent on like what you
I
want.
wanted you, and I knew that's what was necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think what you did was good.
That was after a while though.
Yeah.
Like I got to know you. And like we were doing the whole joke like uni friends, but we were hanging out and I knew you liked me.
How do you
And
know?
obviously I liked you too. Bro, you made me sit on grass with you, of course I liked you. There was like bird poo around and I was sat on there. That was wild. Alright.
That's so funny.
Why do girls say they're okay when they're clearly not? Please answer this for me. I'm begging for like an answer here. Why?
I think because like when you ask me, are you okay? I think if I said no, then I have to explain to you what the problem is. And it's like, I don't know, I'm like this personally, I shy away from explaining or like talking about my emotions or like what's caused this emotional feeling. That's, yeah, I think I personally shy away from that. So I'd rather just say, yeah, it's all good than to explain what actually happened.
Even with your partner?
Yeah. It's like, I'd rather just deal with it in my own brain than someone else deal with it.
That's fair enough, that's how you deal with it. This is about the woman answering. But communication in a relationship is so crucial. So if your partner's done something that's bothered you, like and he's asked you what's wrong, you should like tell him that he's done something so he can act accordingly. If he doesn't know that he's done something wrong, your annoyance or your frustration from what's bothered you is going to be like a snowball effect.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm just talking about in general. What do you think about protective guys, and at what point does it get too much?
What does protective mean?
Question, yeah?
No, I know what this means actually. I think, can I see who said the question? I think in some, I know in Australia, like within the Turkish culture, maybe the Arab culture as well, like in the modern day, like, you know, the millennials. Are we millennials? I think so. Anyway, whatever. I think the term protective is interchangeable with controlling. Do you agree? I feel like that was like something that we would say when we were in year 12 and you know, uni.
I don't think so.
Like we would say like, if a guy was controlling, like if my friend had a controlling boyfriend, she would say he's just very protective. Right? But it's actually two different things.
Yeah, they're not the same.
I feel like she's asking about protective as in controlling, and like at what point does it become too much? I think that's what she's saying. She or he, I don't know, what do I know? I just assumed it was she. I think that okay, let's like talk non-religiously, like non-Islamically, for all our viewers. I think that, like, I don't know how to say it.
Say it.
I think that, like, how much say can you have over someone else's life? Yeah? Like, that's my, like, I think that's what you should
Can I
think
help you
about.
answer this?
Yeah.
If you're like changing who you are because of the relationship, and when I say who you are, the things that you do, the things that you wear, the things that you like, you know, things that you usually want to stay away from, things
Like
that
your
you usually,
hobbies and like your outings and things like that.
If you're changing like a good percentage of that, I think that's too much. You shouldn't change who you are. If he's come into a relationship with you, he wanted to be with you because you were you. So why is he now changing?
He isn't changing. What he's doing
is controlling your behavior.
Is manipulating you to think that what you're doing is wrong, so then you change your behavior, change what you do. Yeah. And honestly, it happens vice versa. Like women do it to men.
And when's it too much?
I don't think a partner should say anything to about each other's curriculum, or what they do and what they say, or sorry, like what they do, what they wear.
I agree.
I mean, unless Kamal's like, I want to go to the strippers. I used to go to the strippers. that's like obviously no. Kamal never went to the strippers.
So you're not letting me do one of my favorite hobbies. Is that what?
I guess yeah. Okay, no, I meant as in like obviously that strippers is like the extreme end, right?
Yeah.
And it's like something that's like almost considered cheating for some people. So I'm saying in that term, then I guess you can say like that's like so unfair. Like why are you going to see other people, like other women naked? That's what I mean.
Great example.
I don't know what else to give you an example.
No, it's fair enough. It's yeah.
That's the laundry, Habibti.
Like if you told me.
That's the laundry.
So what do you want me to do? I got work to do after this. And I'm hungry.
Oh my god.
Nah, I'm joking. A better example would have been if you said like, I want you to stop seeing friends, I want you to stop playing soccer.
Yeah.
Things like that. That's not it.
Yeah, but like what's a circumstance that you can say, I'm not comfortable with you doing that?
Is if they go and do things that you're not comfortable with.
Yeah, but someone could say, I'm not comfortable with you seeing your friends after 10 p.m. But like that was something you were doing before you met him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's fine then.
And like in his defense, it could be it's after 10 p.m. You're all girls, right? Like my mum would say that. It's actually like stop being a third parent. Actually, that's the answer. That's when the boundary ends. Don't be a third parent.
Yeah. Straight.
Second or third parent.
Yeah. Just don't be another parent.
Just don't be another parent. And I think that's where the boundary is. You know.
Yeah. Today you put on a clinic. Okay, last one, interesting one. Would you marry a guy if the guy said you would have to live with his parents indefinitely? No discussion. That's the situation you're in.
Indefinite mean forever? Or like no time frame? I think it means no time frame.
Yeah, no time frame, yeah.
Wow, I'm speechy. I don't know the answer to this. Indefinitely. Anyway, whatever. Me? With Kamal's parents? What's the answer?
There's no answer. The answer is
would you marry a guy if the guy said
you would have to live with his parents indefinitely?
With your parents, I wouldn't mind.
Really?
I wouldn't mind living with them. But, as you know, there are some crazy mother-in-laws, and some crazy father-in-laws, and some crazy brides, and some crazy grooms. So, like, if your mother-in-law is going to be like really controlling and telling you what to do every second of the day, I guess for your own mental health, stay in a separate home. And I think that the man should also understand that.
But in your instance, you would have done it.
Yeah, in my instance, I would have done it.
Alright, I'm cancelling the home that we live in now. I'm just going to call mum, alright?
Alright. Oh my goodness.
كيفك يا عصفورة يا حلوة اشتقت لك والله. أنا بس قاعد مع دلارة عم نعمل فيديو على اليوتيوب. هي قالت هي ما عندها مشكلة نعيش معكي. خلص نحن جايين اليوم. حاضر هلا بنعمل الشنطات وجايين. حاضر love you mom. Bye.
What's that?
Yeah, she said come through. She said come tonight.
Oh nice. Okay. We'll
Alright, so it brings us to that time of the day again. If you like the video, subscribe, tell your mum, your dad, anyone you like. Don't forget to push the post notification bell so you don't miss a video. Ashkan Benim, is there anything you'd like to mention?
Next week we have a really exciting video coming using our Breville Barista Pros with coffee fusion beans. So don't forget to like and subscribe.
And follow them on Instagram.
Follow my Instagram, don't forget to subscribe so you can watch that video as soon as it's posted. Alright.
Yalla,
bye guys.